What's up, guys? Welcome to a game called Winds of Change. In the world of Alestia, where the spirits reign supreme.
The rebellion is in shambles. With the recent loss of their leader, they are struggling. But this defeat was not without a victory of its own. For in his final moments, he secured an artifact of great importance. This blade was paramount to the
What's up, Watermelon's cousin? Hello.
Alestia. And without it, their tyrannical grip on the people would surely falter. Having no choice, they give their Grand Inquisitor one simple order. Destroy the rebellion and retrieve the lost blade.
Hey, what's up, King of Games? Welcome. You got the job. Good job.
The new leader of the rebels has set other plans in motion. Hiding the blade in Valenorth, he is confident that it will be protected. This sheltered hamlet
It's still going.
is now custodian to the weapon that would liberate the world. And so, it would be met with a gruesome fate by the Triumvirate and their Grand Inquisitor.
Ooh. Something interesting going on now. Okay. So, welcome guys to a game called Winds of Change. So it is a visual novel, I suppose, with you're able to choose stuff, however you want it. But this was actually a gift from Anir, so shout out to Anir. Thanks for the gift. I'm excited to see how this game turns out. It's actually been in the works for quite a few years. I think the same creator of this game did Major Minor, and that was a good game too. But yeah, welcome guys. I apologize I did not stream last night. I was feeling kind of sick and I basically just went straight to sleep. But I'm feeling better today, so. And I might actually start streaming more often during the week, which would be cool. Everything is burning. I can do little to stop it from spreading. Oh wow, I'm here talking about all this great stuff and the place is on fire. That sucks. An immense pain assaults my head, and I throw my face into my hands. The same question repeatedly plays in my mind. What am I doing here? I have no knowledge of what happened up until this point. My brain is struggling to fill in the blanks, not gaining any headway. It was almost like, until this exact moment, I never existed. Then why is it now that cognition has found me? Was there something I could do to put out these flames? Dude, I'm on fire. What the heck? You like my attitude? Well, thank you, King of Games. Or perhaps was I the cause of this inferno to begin with? A foolish thought, and one I throw away. You know, I am pretty happy to everyone. I generally am a happy person. I just like meeting people. It's a lot of fun. We all have different aspects and points of view. It's great to learn and see that stuff. But I don't see Anir, so just give me a sec and I will post a link in the Discord. Because I know Anir wanted to watch. Whoop. And everyone. Sent. Yes, sent. There we go. Okay. And... nah. Alright. Let's keep going. Thinking where'd the chat go? There we go. Okay. A foolish thought and one I throw away. If I was responsible, then I wouldn't feel this sense of dread. An emotion shared by those who stand beside me.
Come on, pick up the pace. If we waste any more time, we won't make it out alive. There's no way the Elder would let me live that one down.
I feel like she's escorting me, and I should follow her. Could it be that she's been tasked with my protection? Do I have amnesia? What is even going on? I don't even understand. I grasp at the straws that are the memories in my mind. I'm only able to latch onto one. It's the title that I go by.
Are you even paying attention?
This choice will determine your gender. You can't see it because it's behind my face, but I can see it. Hello. Oh, it's gone. Never mind, I can't see it anymore. Hey, what's up in here? I'm the seeress. I'm the seer. Well, I'm a guy. I think. I'm gonna go with I'm the seer. Because I seer. Wait. Did you hit your head? Yes, I've hit my head. It is hurting. She scoffs as she turns the other way. Also, things are on fire. But I know she's right. I'm not taking this seriously. It feels like a dream, and I doubt that it's all happening. A few moments later, a sudden sensation startles me. There's a firm grip on my shoulder. We aren't alone. Underneath a veil of fright, I turn to greet this second stranger.
Valessa has our
Valessa,
safety in mind, okay? Forgive her hot-headedness for me. Freedom isn't too much.
I guess I just narrate my own parts. He talks for himself, I guess. Wait, what's with the thumbnail? Do you think you're, do you think you're like too much? Yeah, pretty much. Somebody was commenting, he's like, did this channel just turn to a Fortnite channel now? It hasn't. So that's another thing I wanted to touch on. This is not a Fortnite channel. I still want to play a lot of different games. I play Fortnite because it lets me meet more people and branch out. And that's part of why I joined YouTube in the first place, is because, or not joined, started doing YouTube videos and streaming, is because I wanted to meet people. And it's very hard with a small group. So I'm always trying to reach out with more people. So that's why I've been doing a lot of Fortnite things lately.
We need to stay calm and think this through. Two guys like us, we should have no problem. We'll be safe and sound before you know it.
This guy's got a really nice voice. I like him. We weave through the houses and alleys to remain unseen, doing our best to be completely silent. We bring no attention to ourselves. The flames encourage our urgency, but we are careful not to be fast or reckless. Our silence makes everything else more prominent, however. The screams of those being slaughtered fill me with a feeling of disgust. Oh no, there's people dying. We need to find cover, and Valessa points out a small alcove waiting nearby.
Look, they're dying because they panicked. We need to stay calm and think through this together. If we freak out, we'll only end up like them, you know?
I guess, but you're leaving them? Can you not help them? You've got a sword and a bow. Why don't you help them? Outnumbered, perhaps? An army slaughtering a village? Who knows? I don't know. Good graphics and visual arts. Yes, it does. It looks very nice. I'm very proud of it. Yeah, you're not the biggest fan of Fort. Yeah. I'm not a no, actually, you know, I enjoy Fortnite. I'm a small fan of it. It's what I wanted PUBG to be, and I enjoyed it. Or, you know, it's not even what I wanted PUBG to be. I wanted PUBG to be completely different. I enjoyed the aspects that Fortnite provides. I'll say that. Hey, hola, Garamsis. ¿Cómo te va? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Es tú bien? There we go.
She has a point. Our first instinct was to run, but so was theirs. We should let them face the brunt of this attack.
Oh, happy about them dying. There has to be another way to do this. I'm going to answer with my heart.
What else are we supposed to do? We're not equipped to take them on alone.
But you got a freaking sword on your back, boy! If I had a sword, I would at least not even at least, I would try to do something.
The people of Valinor deserve more than that.
Thank you, Valessa.
Do you have any better ideas? If we try to save them all, we'll die. I'm here to protect you two.
Okay. My suspicions are correct. Ulrich is the one protecting us. But why exactly are we a higher priority than the civilians? I venture a guess that we're currently in this Vala North. The pain in my head pulses again and I stumble back. As I let out a groan, Ulrich rushes over to my side. Can you guys even hear the music? I don't think you can. It's really quiet. I guess it is kind of quiet. It's supposed to be quiet. I don't know. Okay. As I let out a groan, his to my side. His exaggerated concern is now understandable.
It must be the smoke. Make sure to sit down. The lower you are right now, the better. Are you having trouble breathing?
Yes! I shake my head and I let him know that it's not the smoke. No, it's the smoke. It's the fact that... No, it's everybody's dying. I shake my head and let him know that it's not the smoke. This causes Valessa to chime in, voicing her concerns as well.
Yeah, something else is going on here. He's been acting strange for a while now.
Okay.
Is there something you need to tell us?
Is the game audio quiet? Yes, it is quiet. Let me turn that back up all the way. I'm not sure how much I want random sounds. Oh, wait! You can hear the fire in the background. Okay, I'll leave that on. I didn't realize that was actually a sound. I don't know what's going on right now. I can't seem to remember anything.
Did some debris fall on your head back there? I'm starting to side with Valessa on this one. Come on, time to gear you up.
Yeah! Battle! I go to battle! He steps away for a few moments and inspects the ground around him. There's a brief period where I can't see him, but he returns with a blade. Yeah! I got a sword! Or a knife. The fire causes it to glisten, almost like it's begging me to take it.
I don't care what's going on in that head of yours, but it's not more important than your survival. We're all overwhelmed. It's not just you.
He holds out the blade, expecting my compliance. At this rate, it seems like fighting may be inevitable.
Take it. We won't be standing here forever. As soon as we leave this alcove, we'll be vulnerable. I can't take care of you all the time, you know.
Of course, I'll defend myself as well.
Now that's what I like to hear.
I can do
I'll feel
this!
better if you have
I can
something
help.
to fight with. Valessa has her daggers, but you had nothing.
I grab the blade and swing it a couple times, testing its weight. It seems good enough for me, and I wouldn't have any problems using it. Yeah, I think the music's just low in general. It's not even supposed to be terribly loud, it's just background music. It seems good enough for me. Oh wait, I already read that. Though it was a far cry from the massive blade that Ulrich carried. He has a massive blade, he's not going to like help people? Seriously?
It seems like some of the noise has finally died down. We should
Just
start
gonna
by
classify it as
investigating the
noise.
town square.
He walks off, expecting us to follow along. Yeah, as the noise quiets down, you mean everybody's dead. But as I'm about to take a step, Valessa grabs my arm. The look on her face tells me something is wrong.
You're confused about all this, right? I bet you don't even know what being the seer means. Or how we've known each other for our entire lives.
What? I look at the ground in both shame and confusion. Dude! Worst time to get amnesia. Oh man. She's completely right. My head is a mess. As I try to think of an excuse, her response surprises me.
That's normal, but please listen. We only have a few moments before Ulrich notices we're not there. The seer is special. You wield spirits to induce prophetic visions.
What? What? What?
When you have these visions, you're unable to remember anything. When you wake up, you'll dismiss it as a dream and forget it ever happened. As your scribe, it's my job to help you take advantage of this.
What?
We have to follow Ulrich now, but know one thing. The way you're acting, I'm certain this is a vision. That means you can use it for information.
Wait! I travel in time? Ooh. What? She takes a few steps closer to me and grabs my hands. Staring right in my eyes, I notice a glimmer of hope shining within her.
I'm relieved. This means Valnorth is still fine. When you wake up, use this vision to save everyone. It's your duty as seer to ensure this doesn't become real.
Wait, so is this not real? Or would this be? Wait! I clicked the wrong thing. Also, purity, corruption, morale, books read, playtime. Wait, what is corruption? Purity, morale? Is there, like, evil in the world? I guess. She lets go of my hands and follows after Ulrich. Though it's hard to believe what she said, I'm less confused. I finally had a reason for why I felt so disconnected. But if this was a vision, then what would become of Ulrich and Valessa? Would all of this carnage be undone as soon as I woke up? What if they died? Or what if I died in this vision? I follow after Valessa, realizing I might never know. But a faint sense of determination rises up within me. If there was a chance I could stop this, I had to do it. So basically, I have visions and live out the possible future? In the present day, the Triumvirate conspires with the Grand Inquisitor. In the present... Wait, blah, 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 for the events that led to Valenorth's destruction had yet to be set in motion. Wow. How long... Wait, how long before was... Wait. This vision's forever in the future. Sovi knelt before his masters, more eager to serve than he had ever been before.
Rise, Sophie, but please assure us of your certainty. We hate
Time travel, it's more determination.
Everything.
The prisoner mentions Valenorth over and over. The rebels are hiding something of importance there. Along with recent events, we can only surmise one thing.
It's a... I don't know. It's a dragon.
The blade of
It's a weird
Exodus.
dragon wolf. A Dolph.
I am almost certain. But if that's where they've chosen to hide it, it means that our other target is also there.
Me! But I don't know who I am.
Your compliance pleases us, Sophie. Your plan was risky, but it worked out in the end. A final interrogation would influence our decision further.
What?
You'd have me interrogate the prisoner once more. If I may be so bold, to what end do you request this?
Not you, Sophie. We want your apprentice to do this. It is time for him to prove his worth.
Their voices echoed loudly through their darkened chambers. It mattered not which triumvir spoke, for they were all of one mind. With a clear irritation in his voice, Sophie did his best to stay calm.
My apprentice? I've told you many times I want to work alone. It would be more efficient for me to do this myself.
Insubordination. This is unbecoming of you, Sophie. We demand that you obey.
Obey your master.
The role of Grand Inquisitor can be very dangerous. If we were to
Looks
lose
like a cult.
your
Yes, he's definitely
replacement
cult.
would be necessary. You must train this replacement while you still breathe.
As you command.
This is supposed to be the fastest... Oh, wait. Sophie turned his back to the triumvirate and spotted his apprentice. He was standing by the door, listening to their conversation. If he'd heard of Sophie's distaste for him, he showed no concern.
Interrogation? And what would you have me extract? I thought the prisoner
Oh,
was
but
at
he
his
looks like a
wit's
good
end.
boy.
Anything to confirm our suspicions about Valenorth. If you fail, I will
Cat
not
gets your
hesitate
tongue.
to punish
Yes,
you.
cat gets my tongue all the
Remember what
time.
we're on the verge of.
I am a cat. My tongue does not stay put.
I understand, Master. I'll do my best to get you what you need. What are the limits?
No,
when
he
it
sounds
comes to
evil, but he
my
looks like a good
approach?
boy. I'm so conflicted.
Keep him alive, Halen. I find that psychological pain is the most valid approach. He cares more for his rebel allies than he does for himself.
Then I will threaten the rebellion's very core. I'm grateful to have this opportunity, Master. Things
They're
are
talking.
starting
They're
to
saying
line
things
up
that are so
well
vague.
for
I'm
me.
just gonna go through. I'm gonna threaten the rebellion's very core. Makes so much
They
sense.
tend to do that when you have the Triumvirate's blessing. We should take care of this immediately and catch them unprepared. Every moment we waste is a moment they gain, Halen.
Wait,
They leave
self-voicing.
the room together, talking amongst themselves. The Triumvirate waits until they're gone before speaking. A faint smile on their faces, as age-old plans come
This
to
sounds
fruition.
so weird.
So it's finally going to happen.
Self-voicing disabled.
What we've been waiting for all these years. Do you think we should tell Sylvie our true plan?
I don't know if you should tell Sylvie or not. I'm just confused. They do look very nice. I'm just disappointed that the nice-looking boy is a bad boy. He looked like a good boy. A good dog. Halen entered the prison cell without Sylvie at his side. His master remained outside as a pseudo-display of trust. But it was evident to Halen that no trust existed. The prisoner looked up, surprised to see a different face. Yet within him was still a slowly dwindling hope. Cut off from the rebellion, these would be his final days.
So, someone different has finally come.
He sounds
What are
way
you,
too
the
triumphant
executioner
to
or
be
something?
on his last
I figured
threads.
it was only a matter of time.
The robot voice did take my job for a moment there. Yeah, I know.
Actually, Sylvie said to keep you alive. You seem to underestimate your value, Shane.
You think I'm important? That's not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, because now he's...
Don't take it the wrong way. You must not know what I meant.
Yeah, I was about to say, because now he's got hope that they're not going to kill him. He knelt down in front of the prisoner. With a sinister smirk, he tried to intimidate Shane.
You're important as a bargaining chip. And the fact I must keep you alive is a curse. When I'm through with you, you'll beg for death. You see, I'm different from Sylvie. He's past the bar. They no longer need to test him. But I'm in the position where results must happen.
This is getting really dark.
When we give you back, you'll be a broken man. And soon after, the foundation of the rebellion will crumble. You think we don't know that Damek is your leader?
What?
Shane's eyes shot wide open in utter shock. It seems that Halen's threats worked to great effect.
You'd be stupid not to think we have inside men. I could order Damek's execution in a matter of seconds. You don't value your life, but you value his. Good. Now, I expect you to answer my questions. The Blade of Exodus, is it in Valenorth Village? And the one who can wield it, do they live there as well?
The guy on the right definitely has a nice voice. I like his. Well, and it matches... He's a good-looking boy. It matches his face, to be honest. What is that, an egg? Oh, that's a... What is that? Oh, it's a water silo? I guess. By the time we catch up with Ulrich, it's already too late. His large blade is in deadlock with one of the enemy soldiers. It's an army. Never mind. Abort! 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 We have no backup. Even if we could have saved anybody, there's nobody left to help fight. By the time we catch up with Ulrich... Wait, blah, blah. Valletta draws her daggers, and I hold out my sword, ready.
We order you to cease your resistance! Those who support the rebellion must perish!
Hey, it's Butthead. Mr. Good Looking. To break the deadlock, Ulrich kicks his opponent in the gut. They stumble back and ready their blades with a flourish. It isn't much longer until they charge toward him again.
Valessa, your dagger!
Ulrich jumps out of the way and rolls towards us. Landing on his knees, he pries one of the daggers from her grip. What? Without even looking, he throws it behind himself. Why didn't she hand it to him? He closes his eyes and looks down at the ground. When he hears the impact of the dagger, his ears fold back. For a moment, it looks like he's actually sad.
Spirits, please forgive my misdeeds. I acted only to protect those under my watch.
So he hates killing people. Okay. You gotta get... Alright. Well, have a good night, King of Games. Get some sleep. And have fun at school. That's always fun. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have school anymore. Dude, working is hard enough as it is. Ulrich cares about the spirits. For some reason, I didn't expect that. But before I can think about this further, something happens. Catching Valessa and I off guard, we're in complete disbelief.
Huh?
He's not dead! He notices the shocked expression on both of our faces. Rising to his feet, it's not long before he wears the same look. I would rewrite that. To be honest, I would rewrite that. That's too choppy. Because it's my perspective, so I should be able to say, I gasped in shock as he stood up, and I would have been like, what? And he turns and gasps. It's like, oh, shock. He turns, shock. Reinforcers, I don't know. The enemy soldier fell as expected, but there was nothing inside. Black magic. Scattered pieces of armor litter the ground. As we process this revelation, confusion soon assails us. This was no ordinary attack. What we just saw was impossible.
What's going on? Ulrich, what are those things?
I don't know. Come closer, you two. This doesn't feel right. Empty suits of armor with a hatred for the rebellion.
Only those who've mastered the spirits could do this. I'm afraid this is much larger than we thought.
That can't be true. The spirits are pure. They aid us.
Yeah, sure looks like they wanted to help. That's not my only concern.
Help
though.
you to your
Look at
grave.
this.
She scoffs as she steps toward the helmet. Kneeling down, she pulls her dagger out of it.
Do you recognize these colors, Ulrich?
No, why would I?
Gold and white. The triumvirate standard. I would have never made such a deduction, but only they could wield the spirits in this fashion. Our supposed protectors. Some, even the creators of Alestia. I have no idea why they'd want to do this to us.
Wouldn't be the first time
Boba?
they attempted occupation.
It's not Boba.
They hinted that the rebellion was involved here. Valessa, do you know anything about that?
I don't. So much has changed lately. With our last elder gone, Nihilus has been in charge. Maybe he has something to tell us.
It's worth a shot. We should see if he's alive.
If he's alive.
Protecting you is my goal, but now I want answers. If anyone knows about this, it would be...
To the elder's house.
Wait. We take out one suit of armor and we're like, okay, we're safe. Really? I could have sworn there was an army killing people.
Yeah.
I follow after Valessa and Ulrich. We walk along the circular road surrounding the water tank. I'll make note of it for later. It might help put out the flames. More suits of armor litter the ground. There's so many of them. It makes me feel a bit hopeful, like we stood a chance. The village wasn't defenseless, and this was proof.
Aren't you glad we waited now? If we rushed in head first, we'd be dead.
No, you wouldn't. He totally took that guy out.
Then where are the villagers' bodies? I only see the suits of armor lying around.
Ooh, that was a good question. I was just thinking that. That's a good question. No blood, no signs of a major struggle. Only the fire and the glistening of the white armor.
That's a good sign. Then they won and fled to safety. Are there any havens in Valenorth?
I'd say the Elder's house and the Grand Tree. Fire may not have reached either yet.
Yeah, you're right. Doesn't one of the people have a bow? Yeah, she's got a bow. I don't know why she doesn't use it, though.
Wait, how many people can fit in the Grand Tree?
Hundreds, easily.
Not as good of a sign as I thought. The enemy could be trying to round everyone up, put them all in one place before killing them.
That's dirty.
But it works. We still don't know what they're after. It can't be genocide. It must be something else. Does Valenorth have anything the Triumvirate would want? Did the change in leadership bring anything with it?
Like I said, we'd have to talk to Milos. But I doubt he'd be at the Grand Tree.
They look at each other, and they look at me. I could tell that Valessa was pushing us towards Milos. But that's because she knew this was a vision.
But what if there are people in the Grand Tree? Is Milos more important than all of them? It would be cold to let everyone die.
Ulrich, this is larger than Valenorth. Especially if it involves the rebellion. Information could save entire villages.
Wait, is this an actual decision I have to make?
What you are suggesting.
Like it's any better than what you suggested? Using the people as pawns to buy us time? How is this any different?
Now we know they're alive. They fume at each other but realize it's a stupid argument. In the midst of this battle, nothing was so black and white. Though I find it odd that Ulrich switched viewpoints so fast.
This is a matter of Valenorth's future. Such things are under the jurisdiction of the Seer. I stand by his side, and you stand by both of ours.
Oh.
That is, unless you want to abandon your job. But that wouldn't look good on your perfect record.
You see a quiver with that? Oh, this is... No, wait! Right there! There's a quiver! Is that not quiver? No, is that her fur? I think that's her fur. No, that doesn't make any sense why that'd be there. I'm pretty sure that's a quiver. Those look like arrows. It's a quiver.
I guess you can fight dirty too. I don't like this, but you have me by the throat. I can only hope that you make the right choice.
What are they rebelling against? I don't know. I wish I knew. Like, that's part of the big plot lines that I want to know. It's like, what? Well, that's part of why they make you have this amnesia dude who's having a vision. You don't know why there's a rebellion. You just know that there is. That's all they're telling you, is that there just is a rebellion. Can't talk. She stares at me with a serious look on her face. Talk about putting me on the spot. What if this was my role? I had to fill the shoes.
What are we going to do?
Focus on information. Go after Milos. Oh, that'd be what I'd do if it was an actual vision, but my heart would tell me to go save the people. I'm going to put trust in her. We're going to go after Milos. I vowed to stop this attack, and I needed information. If anybody could give us that information, it would be Milos. He'd be able to shed light on the rebellion's involvement, too.
Good. We're on the same page. We can use that information to help others. It would be selfish to focus only on Valenorth.
Information is pretty important. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
I hope you two are certain about this. You're gambling with hundreds of lives.
Ulrich didn't understand this like we did. And we weren't about to waste time lecturing him. I was grateful that his job required following us. We continued in the same direction, heading to Milos' house. It didn't feel good to abandon others, but we had to do it. This was real. I'd use the future to cheat the present. I guess? Stop it from ever happening? What's going on? Oh, in the present day, Damek found himself lost in thought. Using the tunnels under Mazio for solitude, he found peace. There was much to plan, but for once they had the upper hand.
Valenorth. The Blade of Exodus. There must be something the spirits aren't telling us. Something we could use to take down the Triumvirate. When I touched the blade, I saw our victory, but I'm not trained to interpret such things. I pray for the...
Wait! No! I pray for the cooperation of Valenorth. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. One of his advisors approaches, careful not to startle him. When he realizes he's detected, he lets out a soft yawn.
Another one of those sleepless nights, Damek? I can't blame you. It's been the same with me. Did I hear you say something about Valenorth?
Yeah, I was thinking out loud. In Valenorth, there's a person who can peer into the future. That's why I had Pro bring the blade there last week.
I'm aware of their culture, but their seers use spirits, not a blade. Do you think it will be that easy?
Worth the gamble, isn't it? It's not my place to wield knowledge of the future. But the seers are experts, conditioned from birth. Pro has sent word that the current seer is male. His investigation is progressing slower than I'd like. We need to pick up the pace, and fast. Now that they have the blade, they're a target. The Triumvirate is likely planning their attack as we speak. That's why I've decided to send an experienced fighter.
You, Ulrich!
I guess that's me.
Yeah! No, it's Barbara
Streisand. I've had the mayor of Mazio write up a decree. It will allow you entry and the ability to complete what Pro started. On paper, and to everyone else, it's a simple export. Only Milas knows the importance of this blade. All you have to do is deliver it from Valenorth back to me. That is, with the seer at your side, Ulrich.
You seem to think that will be easy. It's not likely they know the truth of Valenorth. I can bring the seer, but they'll just decline.
Present yourself as a mercenary, not a rebel. Tell them a meeting of importance is happening in Mazio. We want their ability to help with some... important decisions.
Dishonesty. Great way to start a partnership.
It worked for us, don't you remember? Look at how invaluable you've become.
Ulrich laughed and turned to look at the dark depths of the tunnels. At the moment, everything ahead seemed bleak and uncertain. Wait! Oh, dang, I clicked outside of it again. Having an ally cast light on that future would be a tremendous boon.
So this is it, isn't it? With the seer at our side, they can direct us. We can secure the victory that you witnessed.
I almost don't believe it, but it's true. Though I have to be honest with you, Ulrich. There's a reason why I'm sending you instead of asking Pro.
And what's that?
He may not be strong enough to face what's coming. It's not just a hunch that Valenorth will be attacked. In our victory, I saw its death and destruction.
So he saw the future where they achieved victory, but Valenorth was destroyed anyways.
I see.
So I asked that you protect the seer and his allies at all costs. And when you come across Pro, have him join you as well. I'll make sure to prepare an exquisite welcoming party.
I'll leave first thing in the morning. What did you see exactly?
Nothing you can't fight your way out of, but trust me, it will show them the truth. And when you get back, they'll be ready to fight. But promise me one thing, and one thing only. That along the way the seer touches the blade. If he can wield it, then we have our greatest weapon.
Yeah, the main character is not a part of the rebellion. He's just a seer from a distant town. There's no way they're not roping us into it. Yeah. We enter Milas' house and immediately spread out. After a few moments, it's evident that nobody is here. Ulrich sighs, but Valessa isn't ready to give up.
I don't know what you expected. You think the Elder would just stay here? I assume he's at the Grand Tree as well.
Oops. Dang it.
No, there has to be something here. It's not him, but his books as well. He must have some kind of record.
Record of what exactly?
Why can't we tell him? If he understands how this works, then he could totally help.
Ulrich, the Triumvirate is burning down Valenorth. They seem to think we're caught up with the rebels. Thinking the Elder is clueless? That's stupid.
She walks over to the large window and looks outside. We're all relieved that the flames haven't reached us yet. Looking through some papers, she whispers to herself.
Come on, Milas, give us something. You're smarter than this, I know it. Shipping manifests anything.
With renewed determination, Ulrich examines the large table. He shuffles papers aside and flips through the books. It's almost like he's in a rush to find something first.
None of this is helping, Valessa. It's everything you'd expect to find.
No, there has to be something here. Come on, Seer, give us a hand.
You can freely move the cursor around the screen. It will change to a bubble when hovering over and interacting. Whoa, wait, what? Clicking when the icon is changed will interact with the selected object. You can initiate a conversation with present comrades by clicking their icons. Note that not every map has a comrade, while others have multiple. Some maps display how many books are hidden and how many you found. Present, this icon will leave it the current world maps. Clicking this icon will open the save game menu. Okay. Some maps have multiple areas. Oh, great. Cool. There's more stuff to this game. Heck. Click this icon at any time to see this tutorial once more. Okay, cool. It is optional but highly recommended that you talk to your comrades. Cool. I was supposed to say, I knew something would be under here. I crawl under the table. It's full of useless trinkets. Welcome to point and click adventure mode. Great! They threw extra things in here. This is fabulous. Whatever we are looking for, I doubt it's down here.
Hey, it isn't playtime. Get out from under there.
How about you join me? Oh, no. Could I actually start...
Again. We can't afford to waste any time right now.
Could I actually do that? Could I actually start a romance? Can I do that? Could I do that? Was that a thing? Did this just become adventurer dating simulator? I don't know. No, I'd have to date a dragon for it to be an adventurer simulator. Ooh, could I make a game out of that? I get out from under the table after Ulrich's verbal lashing. He might have disagreed, but we had to search everywhere we could. What about here? No, nothing there? Really? Wait, I could have 4 companions? And a question mark? At least there's playable parts. Yeah, you know. It's better than it... Well, I mean, I don't know. I was enjoying just having it read to me. I almost wished like the whole thing was narrated. That'd be super cool, but it's more, I like this too, because there's more things, like it gives you things to do and it actually has you interact. So this is very sensational. I enjoy this, because there's not a lot of visual novels that'll let you change how the story goes, or give you actual like choice in the story. Are you sure this is a vision? We've known each other our whole lives? I want to know that.
It's just like I said, for better or worse. I was trained to be your scribe from a young age. We've been inseparable ever since. It's not exactly what I grew up wanting, but I'm not in a position to shun Valenorth's tradition. Besides, I could think of people much worse to serve.
Are you really forced to do this?
I guess the answer is both yes and no. Before my parents passed on, they took care of the paperwork. Until I came of age, I had no choice but to obey.
The X and V are for if you've talked to them or not. Oh, okay.
When I did come of age, however, I got to choose. Leave Valenorth and pursue my own dreams, or be your scribe. I guess it's pretty obvious which one I chose, huh? So, while I was forced into the role, I chose to stick with it. Although, if this is any indication, we might have to leave Valenorth. In that case, I get to be your scribe and travel the world.
Yeah! Sweet! We're gonna go on a whirlwind adventure.
Yeah, and same to you. Look at this vision. We're going to do great things. Let's get to the bottom of this and save our village together.
Okay, and it goes dark when you've read it. Okay. What are our scribe's duties? I want to know
You've seen
this.
them firsthand. Imagine how confused you'd be without me. We're supposed to guide you through these visions. But when you wake up, you also need to report to me. Or, I guess you can report to Milas in these dire circumstances. Either way, I help you in here and you report out there. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't remember this. You'd wake up, shrug it off, and go about your day. Imagine what would happen to Valinor then. Of course not. We're two sides of the same coin. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do anything without you. A scribe would do little good with the visions to inhabit.
This is true. If you don't have a vision, a seer, what good is a scribe?
Yes and no. Actually, it's pretty technical. I'm your only scribe, but there's also a scribe in training. His name is Fortin, and he's prepared to take over if needed.
No.
It's a recent addition to the ranks, but it helps out a lot. Without a scribe, your abilities would be pretty useless. Having someone fully trained means no one misses a beat. Imagine if you had this vision while I was gone. Just from that, I think you can gauge Fortin's importance. He's a nice guy too, but I'm sure he's long since fled. I'm sure you'll meet him when you get out of here. He tends to knock on your door first thing in the morning.
Oh.
So, let's focus on the matter at hand, alright?
That'd be so obnoxious, knocking on my door. Okay, how long have we known each other?
Since I was a little kid, actually. I was trained to be your scribe from the moment I could speak. It's a prestigious position, and I couldn't exactly say no.
Wow.
Some of the other children were jealous. Their parents too, which seemed really immature to me. Apparently, there's some competition for the role. But the Elder chose me, and like it or not, here I am. I guess I'm just blessed that I actually do like this arrangement. In the end, the spirits really were looking down on me.
There are no accidents.
Even if being here right now is terrifying, I'm still happy. Doing my duty to save Valinor, it's a dream come true. We don't know if the other kids would have fit this role.
Okay, that's everything. Find
wish.
anything useful.
This whole place is a mess. Honestly, I don't even know what to look for. I was something
Definitely a
stupid,
quiver,
though.
yes.
He'd leave something. Honestly, only a few months. He was thrust into the position against his will. Something happened to his father, the previous elder. But he's done such a good job, it's crazy. The leadership of Valinor did not skip a beat. He must have been training under his father. Nobody knows, actually. He went on a trip to Matsio and never came back.
Never
Search
came
parties came up
back.
with nothing. It's like he vanished.
Poof.
Normally we'd hold an election.
That's it.
but
I'm starting
things were
a
crazy.
conspiracy.
That
His
and
father
Valinor is
became
really
a
big in
triumvirate.
family
Or one
and
of them
tradition.
anyways.
Everyone just seemed to expect that Milas would take over.
Miles' dad is triumvirate. Like, Illuminati confirmed. Triumvirate confirmed. You seem to think highly of him.
He's performed admirably for the position he's in. I doubt even a full election would find a better candidate. I was scared for a while, but he really filled the role. He didn't want to do it, but he kind of had to. It all happened so fast. I'm not sure of the specifics. But it was seamless. You almost couldn't notice.
Oh well, life puts you in some
I
crazy
agree, but
situations, and it's
I feel a
true.
bit sorry for
Our
him.
lives are never the
You
same.
can see it in his eyes. It stresses him out. Maybe we can find someone more willing, you know? But we can worry about that after this is over. There's lots to do, and we can't even find him. I really hope that nothing bad has happened. I'd want to get to the bottom of it then. There's more going on than we can take at face value. He'd have his reasons, and I'd want to hear all of them. And it's something I'd happily listen to. That is, after we find a way to prevent this. I'm not passing judgment until I hear more. We can't condemn him based on a vision like this. That's like hating someone for what they do in a dream. Besides, we have no way of confirming this is his fault.
Are you
I'm making
sure
a
this
pretty
is a
educated
vision?
guess. I'm trained to detect this kind of stuff. But it's so weird because this feels like reality. What's going to happen to me? I mean, technically...
No!
I'm not real,
here's
right?
here's breaking the
This
fourth
taken.
wall.
This
Cosmos
feels real
thought.
to me. But the way you're acting, yeah, it makes me certain. It's very rare that I become lucid in a vision. But with the evidence at hand, I'm very sure. Better not talk about it too loud, though. I don't want Ulrich to realize something is up. The rules state that only you and I can know.
What would be the harm?
Trust me, it's better for him not to know. He'd act recklessly, and he'd be really confused. Well, more reckless than normal, I mean.
Tries in 3, so there's 3. There's only 3 of the weird robed cultists, and there's also 3 corners of the Illuminati. Illuminati confirmed. Triumvirate.
These are gifts, blessings, directly from the realm of spirits. We're not in any position to harm what they give us.
How long do they
As long
last?
as any other dream, I guess. Or maybe when the spirits decide you've seen enough. That's one of the things we don't really know. I guess something traumatic, like your death, would end it. Our minds aren't fit to comprehend what would happen next. We should make the most of the time we do have in here. Nobody knows, but we assume it's to protect us. If we know it's coming, we can change what happens. Seers have done it time and time again for thousands of years.
Thousands of
A lot of people think
years.
they'll want something in exchange. That they're planting seeds to reap later down the line. Stupid superstition, if you ask me. They just want to help.
Well, if you know how something else turns out later on, I can totally see somebody doing Back to the Future, taking the records of all the racehorses who won in a certain order, betting on all those horses. I could totally see that happening.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing more pure than the spirits. Without the visions, we'd have died out ages ago.
Oh, just think about it, voicing the responses to every single one of these choices. Dude, there'd be so much talking. I would not be able to do
This
it.
particular vision, no.
Call this a gift?
But the concept of visions in general, yes. Without them, we'd have gone extinct long ago. They guide the world to a better future. And what's better, they ask for nothing in return. Only that we continue to harness this amazing power.
Okay. Okay, so I see what you mean, Naneer. What is that? Can I look at the drawers? Can I look up there? No, but I could look at the windows. To the window, to the wall. I bet there's one underneath that. Let's see what he has to say. He's got a good face too. Find
No,
anything
there's not much
useful?
here. But I guess if we spread out, we stand a better chance. Not that there's too much ground to cover. If I knew, we'd have found it already. Balessa seems to think Milas left something behind, but he isn't dumb. He wouldn't leave stuff out in the open. If it were up to me, we'd all be long gone. I can't fight your choice, though. It's your village. Let's do our best to hurry and get out of here.
Where did you
Huh?
come from?
You mean today, or in general?
Why does he look alarmed about that?
Actually, I come from Alarinthia, practically born with the blade in my hand. A figure of speech, of course. Don't picture that. Eventually, you grow up and need money of your own. I took the first ship to Mazeo and started selling my sword arm. I don't miss that place at all. It's disgustingly warm and humid. The weak die out pretty fast, so not really. I'd say there's always a stable top 10 list. If someone isn't on it, they aren't worth your time. Very funny. A joke question.
Are you on it? That's funny. Does your family miss you?
No, I'm with my true family in Mazeo. We have a different concept of family in Alarinthia. You choose your family, and members come and go. When I left Alarinthia, I left that family behind. I made a new one in Mazeo, and they're no less important. We don't go by blood in Alarinthia, but by choice. And they died during one of Alarinthia's tournaments. What stung worse is that they made it to the final round. Alarinthia holds tournaments for the throne, not elections.
What?
But that's not why I left the nation at all.
Both his
I heard
parents
about
made
this
it
in
to
a
the
letter a few
final
years back.
rounds to get the
Haven't been home
throne
since, and don't
in a
plan on
whole
going
like
either.
country, in a nation. The weather's really that bad.
Alarinthia is quite far away. It easily takes a few days to reach by sea. The climate is so different, I almost can't explain it. Just don't dress in layers. Wear as little clothing as possible. You're liable to melt into a puddle. Alarinthia is known for its cutthroat political landscape. Even then, extreme heat is the leading cause of death. I'm not joking. Go unprepared and you'll
Note to
pay
self:
for it.
let's not go to the desert. Alarinthia is not where it's going to go. Wait, wasn't this place about to burn down? Yes, it's about to burn down. I'm taking all this time to talk to these folks. What's it like?
Completely
After I
different
ask
than what
everything
you
else, I
think.
want to know how it's like.
We recognize power, not lineage, or claim to the throne. Or I guess they do, since I no longer live there.
Wow.
Instead of elections, there's a tournament every few years. Only the strongest tribe wins the right to rule Alarinthia. Of course, the rule is always contested shortly after. It's good not to make any close friends. You never know who you'll have to put to the blade. It's a
Wow.
culture of war, and only the strongest prevail.
I'm glad I
No
live in
offense,
that
but you
Valinor.
have it pretty easy here. This is a paradise compared to what I had in Alarinthia. I mean, present circumstances excluded, of course.
That's why he's got so little on desert life. Yeah. I was about to say, because he's got that, and I don't even want to know what's below that. Having any theories? No, to be honest, I don't really want to know. What are your thoughts on our
It's
culture?
not
I
like
want to know
anything I've
that.
seen before. So in tune
That's
with the
important.
spirits, you let them govern you. The rest of Alestia has history in their own hands. Not that it's a bad thing, of course. It's just different from the rest of the world. From what I've seen, the spirits have a good grasp on things. Well, you're in the middle of a forest out here. You know what they say about nature and spiritual energy. The rest of the world has been deforested and settled differently. It's not that they don't care for spirits. Actually, it's more like they don't know anything else. They've lived their entire lives in areas devoid of spiritual energy.
Huh.
But Valenorth is
That's
so
interesting.
peaceful while the rest of the world isn't. It might very well be the influence of the spirit realm. You have a good thing going here. I can't stand what's happening. Well, yeah, if the Triumvirate is truly responsible. Alestia is divided into 4 nations, right? Valenorth, Mazeo, Alarinthia, and Baltius. Each nation has a general that serves the Triumvirate. They rule in their stead and make sure everything runs smoothly. Except, you guessed it, the Elder or General of Valenorth. No one really knows why you remained untouched for so long, but the theory is that they don't want to anger the spirits. You know, because of all that spiritual energy residing here.
Yeah, practice your spastic saving. Never know when a choice is going to come up. If it happens, it happens. I'm going to play it the way I want. I'm going to play it and do it one way the first time. I'm not going to make any changes. If I make a bad mistake, I'm going to cry about it.
So I'm thinking this is a power play. Take the 4th nation and control the whole world. They did the same thing to Mazeo about 20 years ago.
What happened to
The
Mazeo?
same thing that's happening here. I'll never
Oh, dang it!
agree
I
with
want to
them.
read that. Okay. The same thing that's happening here, but with less fire. They occupied the free town and placed a general in charge. They used terrible force, but the town improved because of it.
I'll never agree with their methods, but Mazeo is peaceful. If they're burning villages down now, though, unforgivable. Perhaps the rebellion isn't in the wrong after all.
Okay, well, that's all I have to say to you. Let's look under here. I have no idea what this pot is doing on the floor. Miles may have been a good leader, but he's not organized.
He probably just left everything in a hurry. The mess means he was looking for something, right? Maybe it was something to leave behind for us.
What? I walk over to the bookshelf and see what I can find. It seems to be full of books about the spirit realm and Valenorth. Somehow, I don't think either of these subjects will help. Eventually, I come across a book about the rebellion. I doubt it's what we need, but I decide to take the book. As I open it up, a piece of paper falls out. Oh, I found something!
Note. Recently, the Rebel Alliance has reached out to me. At first, I pushed them away, thinking them little more than a rogue group of bandits. But they said they knew the truth about my father. How could they know? In my situation, it was hard to resist temptation. I had to ask them exactly what they knew.
Oh no!
And I have yet to tell anybody. I might take it to my grave. It's not the truth I expected, but it did shake me to my core. My father was in the middle of an important task. As his son, I felt that it was my duty to help finish it.
Wait, his dad is in the rebellion, not the triumvirate.
This is simply
Crap.
a matter of familial ties. Were anybody posed with such a situation, I doubt their actions would differ from mine. It doesn't seem too difficult either. They've given me a blade and tasked me with protecting it.
His dad
In the
went
next
to
little
Mazeo.
while, they will send an envoy
His
to pick it
dad
up.
is freaking
At that
Demic.
point, I am to send someone special with them. I must keep their name secret so nobody finds out. This envoy, however, will be coming any day. I can't wait to meet him. I've been told that he knew my father, and he would have all manner of stories to tell.
Wow, okay. Well, to continue. Okay, cool. Should I show the notes? No. I want to continue exploring. What's this one? Hey, it's a ladder! I'm going to climb that thing.
Actually, it's a step ladder.
No, it's a ladder! I doubt we have time to argue this. No, I want to argue this point. It is a ladder. No, granting it's got flighted slants. Technically, it is a step ladder. I nod and move on. Let us look at the little thing on the floor. I walk over to Felis and stand beside her. She's hard at work, reading papers and pushing books aside. I've never seen anyone quite so determined.
Hey, have any luck yet?
Sorry, I was just watching you.
Oh, alright. But maybe you should look as well.
Check out the table bookshelves, I'm sorry. I nod and turn back to the rest of the room. I guess I should help out instead of watching them. She was certain we'd find something, and I trusted her. What about this? No! Skip.
Hey, have any luck yet?
No, not yet.
Same. It's getting a bit discouraging. I'm thinking it would be something written. Have you checked all the tables and bookshelves?
There's a lot of lore to hear from just these two characters. Yeah, there's quite a bit of dialogue. To be honest, we're running on an hour. I will try to wrap this up. Oh, it's almost midnight. I nod and turn back to the rest of the room. I guess I should help out instead of watching them. She was certain that we'd find something, and I trusted her. Why don't we try to find out what day it is? If we knew what day it was, we'd be able to get out of here quicker. I guess take it back faster. We would know when it would happen. When this thing would happen, Valenorth. Going up in flames. It's a map of known Alestia. I've seen it many times. I don't see it. It's a blue wall. We're in Valenorth with Mazeo to the north. East of Mazeo is Alarenthia, and north is Baltius. Wait. So north, south, east, west. Okay. Valenorth with Mazeo to the north. East of Mazeo is Alarenthia. On the north is Baltius. I can't see it. There's no map. I don't know what I'm looking for. These 4 nations make up our world. Each is governed over by a general of the Triumvirate, except for Valenorth, which has remained non-partisan. It's odd how I remembered the basics, but little else. I wonder if this attack is an attempt to occupy Valenorth. After that, all 4 nations would be under their control. Well, I've looked at everything now. Let's go back to the book. Rebellion. Okay.
Milas's note.
Yes, continue story. I wonder how different going to the tree was. Oh yeah, I wonder what that would have been like. This is it. This is what we needed. I call over Ulrich and Valessa, showing them what I found. Ulrich seems tensed up, even a little anxious.
So Milas was working with the rebellion. Apparently, he was sheltering Blade. Could that be why they attacked us?
Possibly.
Doing all this for a blade? Let's be realistic, Valessa.
But he's literally the guy. He's literally the guy.
It must have been very important. I'm assuming Milas took it with him. I don't see any blades lying around here. But about this envoy you mentioned, and this supposed special person. Ulrich, why did you...
It's true. Anybody would have figured it out by now. Right? Right? He seems to admit defeat and closes his eyes. Almost as if almost like he didn't want to see us as he spoke.
We didn't think you'd come if you knew. I tried to hide it, but I guess there's no point anymore. After seeing this attack, I need to request your help.
Yeah.
This is far from the first village they'll raise. They're up to something much bigger.
Whoa.
That's why you wanted to come here, right?
No. You brought us here.
Yeah, you're right. There's little time to argue and nowhere else to go. It looks like you got what you needed, Ulrich.
Okay.
Let's head back to the Grand Tree. There might still be time.
We all nod, acknowledging an unspoken truth. Ulrich didn't care about those in the Grand Tree. He only knew that coming here would blow his cover. But I know that this information would be a huge advantage. We had a probable cause for their attack and knew Milas' secret. We head back to the town square, instilled with hope. Well, now we know he's just covering his butt. Whoa. Wait, do I have candy? Hold on a sec. I think I have food. To be honest, when I found out this was completely voiced, I was really excited. Because I thought I would be able to just sit back and eat popcorn and watch. But I still have to read, which is okay. I don't know. The flames have spread, but it's not too bad. I need to make sure I don't inhale too much smoke. As we take slow, cautious steps, my mind is conflicted. There's one thing I can't seem to get off my mind. This blade, or whatever, was it all worth this? Was it worth all this? Destroying an entire culture over something so simple?
Sorry, I can't see all that well. You two will have to lead the way. I'm not as familiar with the surroundings.
I've got amnesia. I'm not as familiar either. We crouch and make our way through Valenorth. I have a rising urge to cough, but I try and hold it back. We wouldn't want to make it this far and get caught. The water tank is cracking and leaking its contents. A small stream trickles down through the village. This would be our best tool to hinder the flames.
This isn't right. Not at all. Where is everyone, Ulrich? There's not a single body.
They went poof! Magic! Death!
Like I said, they could be at the Grand Tree. It's isolated and far away from here. I'm willing to bet the flames won't reach it.
Ooh, excuse me as I eat some caramel.
It doesn't make any sense, though. Think about it for a second. In that alcove, we heard screams.
Well, yeah, you'd be screaming too
of
if people were
Valenorth
attacking you.
Dying. Not only burning, but getting attacked. There should be bodies all over the place.
She was right, and it bothered me as well. The current scene didn't match what we heard. Was it possible for visions to warp this way?
What are you suggesting, Valessa? Do you think they stole the bodies?
Discord is out on Xbox right now. Interesting. Also, hello Grand Highblood. Welcome.
If they did, there'd be blood. There's nothing. Not even a trace. Doesn't make any sense, Ulrich.
I'd say you're right, for argument's sake. Why is it more important than going to the Grand Tree? Talking about it only seems to be wasting time.
There might not be anybody at the Grand Tree. I don't think we know what we're up against. We should cut our losses and run, Ulrich.
You need to make up your mind, Valessa. Running back and forth will get us all killed. Are we going to the Grand Tree or not?
It's true, she was changing her mind far too fast. At the moment, she seems to value our survival. Could she be starting to doubt that this is a vision? Could it be? Who knows? All I had to go on was her word. I only believed her because it made sense at the time. How could I gather information if we leave Valenorth?
If you want to leave, we're going to Peregrino. It'll be the first place for survivors to flee. If Milas is there, he can tell us all about this attack.
It's a good enough plan of action, and we nod to one another. But as we continue to move, everything changes. Ah, crap.
Such loyalty to the man who condemned you all. If you want to know where Milas is, I'd love to show you.
Oh,
I can
he
even
actually showed up
reunite you
here.
with the rest of the villagers.
We stop in our tracks and look up at the water tank. A silhouette of a man stands there, gripping a large blade. Wait a second, these aren't men or women, these are creatures. They do not wait, I don't understand. They cannot possess this noun of man. Alright. It's white and gold with majesty embellished by the flames. It reminds me of the suits of armor we fought earlier. I have no doubt that there was some sort of relation. We must be looking at the man responsible for this. He jumps down for the water tank and lands with a roll. I take a few steps back, ensuring that Ulrich remains in the front. If his job was our protection, now is the time to shine through.
What a pitiful little village. It's no fun when they don't put up a fight. Did you know what they did in their final moments?
I don't know. What did they do? As you horribly slaughtered them.
They called out to you, Sia. They wanted your help. And
Oh,
you
he's
let
using
them
psychological warfare.
down. I guess
Stop
the
it, dude.
stories I heard about you were wrong.
Sylvie, you already have the blade. Let us leave. We can resolve this peacefully.
Nah, he wants me dead, dead.
No survivors. Don't you remember the rule? Like a garden, we have to pluck all the weeds.
All
Is
the
that
weeds.
all these people are to you? Sylvie, they have a culture and history.
Yes, but it's not theirs that I'm interested in. In fact, I'm only here to claim the Seer soul.
Really?
Everything else was just for fun. For sport.
For sport. Ha ha ha! Great. This becomes personal, as they seem to know each other. They probably came from the same Alaranthian, or whatever it's called. Or Alarenthia. They both worked for opposing forces, and I'm sure they fought before. It sickens me that he likens killing the villagers to a sport.
You don't mean...
My orders had nothing to do with burning down this village. I wasn't supposed to kill anyone unless I had to, either. But you know, my apprentice isn't very fun to train with.
Disgusting. Valessa, take this seer and run. I'll catch up with you at Peregrino.
Ulrich pulls out his blade and assumes a fighting stance. Sylvie does the same, and their eyes meet in deadlock. I look at Valessa, and we nod before starting to run. Unfortunately, we don't make it very far. We hear Ulrich scream and turn back to look. No! Don't turn back! Sophie smirks at us, his blade deep in Ulrich's abdomen. Oh, dang, boy!
Where do you think you're going, you two? It would be rude to leave before I'm done with you. Watch, and you'll see why you can never win.
Why would you stop and look? He's giving a monologue. Just keep running. Are you kidding me? Who stops and listens to this guy go on and give it? Whoa. With a grin on his face, he twists the blade inside Ulrich. Why did we stop to look? What are we doing? What is wrong with us? Why? I don't understand. Why would we do this? I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Why would you stop? Number one, he gave his life. You know Ulrich's gonna die. He gave his life. Get out and go. This man just killed an entire village, leaving no bodies, and he steals souls. And I'm his target. Leave! Defying all possibility, the gear on the base starts to spin. Oh no! Soon after, everything is engulfed in a blinding white light.
Please, run.
What? I hear Ulrich's final words as the light subsides. When everything's back to normal, he's completely gone. No blood, no body. Just Sophie standing there with pride.
What? What did you do?
Ooh. This is bad. This is very, very bad.
I put his spirit to good use. Like I planned to do with your little friend.
Please, no. He points behind us and we turn to look. The scattered pieces of armor on the ground start to move. Ah, heck. He's got the devil fruit. He's got a shadow fruit. He steals your soul and brings skeletons to life. They assemble, forming bodies that move in a slow, stiff fashion. But after a few moments, the movements become more natural. It isn't much longer until an army of right-click, until an army of automatons block our path. There was nowhere to go, so we blocked the other side.
You're using their spirits to power that armor. Does that mean we've been fighting our own?
Now you finally understand. The force of life itself bends to the triumvirate. There's no way that you could hope to stop us.
Sucks. Oh. He takes slow steps toward me, holding out his blade. I finally understood why it was so important to the triumvirate. They could command an army of spirits simply by possessing it. Oh. That's the blade I was supposed to have.
As soon as I harvest the seer's soul, I'll leave. Valessa, if you behave, I might let you go. Visit the rebels. Tell them what's coming.
At this point, only me waking up will save us. And I think if my soul gets trapped in there, I won't go back. I don't think that'll let me go back. She needs to kill me. This is it. If he attacked me, the vision would end. I was armed with all the information I needed to counter this attack. The true purpose, the major players, and even the nature of the blade. He was so certain of his victory, he had no idea. I took a step forward, embracing what was to come. When this future came for Valinor, we would be ready. He thrust the blade inside of me with little effort. The pain was so intense, but I'm overcome with hope. As my vision fades, I find the strength to say one final thing. It's over, Sophie. You've already lost. Dude, I would love to just whisper in his ears. As he stabs me through the gut, pull him close, I just whisper in his ear. It's over, Sophie. You've already lost. Boom. Okay. Well, sweet. That was the first chapter. Intro. Prologue, I'm guessing. My eyes shoot open and I instinctively clutch my gut. The pain from the vision lingers and pulsing through my body. Panting heavily, I squirm with pain. I squirm in pain, waiting for it to fade. Ooh, I fall off the side of my bed and slam into the floor. Thankfully, this makes me fully lucid, stopping the pain. For a moment, it's as if I existed in both scenarios. I rise to a sitting position and focus on my breathing. Still in shock of what happened. At what happened, my heart beats frantically. It takes a while before it slows down, but I happily wait. When these negative feelings subside, I stand up. The vision I just experienced plays on a loop in my head. I had to warn Milas. I had to ensure this didn't happen. A knock sounds on my door, but I lock up in fright. After what I just saw, my mind is filled with anxiety. Thankfully, as a voice calls out to me, I'm put at ease. Is it Valessa?
Seer!
Oh, nope.
Open up! Don't make me wait all day again.
It's Tumada? It's Forte, that's what it's called. He's my best friend and Valessa's student. As my scribe, she had to train a backup, so to speak. Valessa, I'd rather talk to you! A terrible scenario to plan for, but it had to be done. I rush over to the door and quickly unlock it. Welcoming him in, I notice a huge grin on his face. I feel relaxed. It's a brief reminder of safety.
Did you just wake up? Oh, jeez. I hope we won't be late. Don't tell me you forgot what day it is.
Why would I be flirting with this guy? He's a weird rabbit cat thing. I think it's, I don't know. According to your smell, it's no bath day. I could be a total butt. Jokingly, flirty, whatever it is, I don't need. You could be aggressive or neutral. That's rude. I would not say that to somebody. According to your smell, it's no bath day. Well, I mean, he's my best friend. If it was to my best friend and my friend smelled funky, I would tell him. I would tell my friend if he smelled funky.
Hey, I definitely took a bath. I just rushed it because I had to pick you up. Enough about me, though. This is your special day.
What day is it?
You're being officially inducted. You know, the ceremony to brand you as a seer? It should have happened ages ago, but stuff got in the way.
To brand me as a seer? I thought I was already a seer. I'm confused. Also, let's turn that down so it's not quite so intense. I see it's peaking in certain spots, so I'm trying to make sure my voice is not too off. I should have figured this out earlier. So right there, there. Okay, that's a little better. I like that. Okay, and whoop. So wait. I don't want to start this if it's going to be starting a whole new... Anir, how did you get a tomato of his name? Anir, when does it switch into second, or I guess chapter 1? Does it switch into chapter 1 when we leave here? I don't know.
Let's not delay it anymore, alright? Just sign this paper before we go. Milas wants it. Consent for the ceremony.
Consent for the ceremony? I don't even know. Use keyboard to enter name. Freaking Bob Marley. I'm kidding. I'm not going to put Bob Marley. I'm going to put Bob Saget. I know I'm a butthead. Oh, what would be the most ridiculous name to have? I don't want to just put Dapper. That feels so boring now. That's not even novel anymore. Also, hello, Anir. Or not Anir, Corey. Dapper, what consent related stuff you playing for? I know, right? They had to have me sign. I don't want to put Dapper. That's always what I am. Mangy. Mangy Mango. That's it.
Thanks. This is exactly what I'll need. Put on something fancy. I'll wait outside.
I am so childish. I apologize to everybody. What about Dabber? No, it is now Mangy Mango. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm awful. I am the seer named Mangy Mango. I reach out to try and stop him, but he's already gone. It's for the better, though, as he mustn't know what I saw. The only people authorized to know were Milas and Valessa. I walk over to my wardrobe to look for an outfit. As Fortane pointed out, I'm still in my small clothes. You mean underwear? If it was a big day, I guess I'd have to dress the part. Wear elegant dress or a beautiful dress. I've already identified as a man. I'm going to wear a beautiful dress. I'm going to be Mangy Mango. Okay, you know what? You know what? Oh boy, and now that's going to come in there for the rest of eternity. Great. I'm gonna, the silliness ends here. I'm not going to wear a beautiful dress. I'm not going to wear elegant men's, no, I need to wear elegant menswear. I'm gonna click it before anything else happens, before I make, yes, that should be a fine choice. Alright, judging me for my choices now. I slip into the menswear and turn back to my room. Why didn't I just dress in my room? Oh no, standing at my wardrobe, I turn around. Okay, it makes sense. I take in everything at once. It's a huge mess. Wow. Once I meet Fortame, we might be busy for a while. Dress, do it. Oh, you should have said it earlier. I should have done it. I won't. That's why I'm sad. I should have done it. I know. I am sleep deprived. I'm super tired. I don't know. Dude, my eyes hurt so much. I was hoping it would be over because it's like midnight. Ugh. Mangy Mangoes. I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow. Once I meet Fortame, we might be busy for a while. I should finish up any last minute business while I can. But at the same time, I shouldn't keep him waiting for long. Oh, well, sweet. At this point, I'm going to save because I don't want to search the rest of the room. Oh, I'm going to bed. I should have dressed. I should have worn the dress. Well, yeah, you're supposed to be dapper AF. Yeah. Yeah, probably. That probably would have been best. That's still a little high, I think. I did say it about 10 seconds before you pick. I know. I don't know, there's like 10 seconds. There's actually more than 10 seconds latency, because you're saying that sleepy for the week? Do we say that for Fortnite? Because you're supposed to be up all night. Dang it, I'm really squinting. My eyes hurt. Gosh, I gotta close them. Okay, eyes are open. This is normal. Open. Okay, I'm so tired, guys. Thank you all for watching. This is now the end. Also, I like how that wispy comes down. Let's save. But otherwise, whoop, save. There we go. Sweet. Alright, well, thank you all for... Wait, screenshot F12. Screenshot. I will post stuff. I will post myself in nice dapper attire. Mangy Mango in his dapper attire. Wake up from a vision, go back to bed. Totally logical. I would do the same thing. Literally do the same thing. If I just had a vision where I died, I'd want to go back to sleep and like punch that dude who killed me in the face. Also, great music. Alright, oh, see you later to Beast. And thank you all for watching. This has been Winds of Change. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm hoping to find out more. If it's as long as Major and Minor, it's going to be a very long series. Good night, Ania, and good night to everybody else watching. Thank you for being here, and thank you for seeing this. This is great. I love you guys being here. I love meeting new people. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, have a good day or night. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. That was weird. I'm not going to do that again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.